Okay. So do we need to do recaps, or are we good to just jump right in?
As far as I can remember, we finished up our last our last battle with the spider. Um, and we were about to leave this whole arena situation with the Gogorsky brothers. I don't know how I remember that name.
Didn't we
Mm,
fight a toad?
yeah, it was a toad.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was close enough.
There were breakdancing spiders.
True.
Being
Oh,
controlled by
yeah.
beatboxing wizards. We were
Yeah.
totally unimpressed.
Yeah.
We were
No
thinking
one seemed.
trying to sneak down to where Kale heard some voices or something.
And then we found out that
All right,
it was all baloney.
I heard voices under the arena, and then
Like-
they, and then I didn't. Then there weren't any voices. It was all a sham.
Did I ever say the name of the kindergartner who did that?
Yeah, you did.
Billy,
I can't-
is that
Yes.
And Billy's dad
joke?
Can I?
came over
Can I
to tell
retcon
us
that?
about it.
Sure.
His name is actually Chaden.
Chaden?
Yeah.
That's some like rich people names.
How
Yeah.
can our eyes be real if we're not real?
His middle name is Toyota Truckathon.
Oh, jeez.
Is that the next arena battle? Monster trucks, monster wagons.
Can't that just be added onto his name? Like,
Chaden Toyota Truckathon.
Billy.
Billy.
Billum.
Willem?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Willem Dafoe. So, anyway, yes. So last we left off our brave toad fighting adventurers. They had finished all of their fighting, received their pay.
Lost
that's
their
it.
rhymes.
To the capital city,
Oh,
aka Longtown.
Wasn't there original an actual name for it?
For the capital,
Yeah,
other than Longtown,
it's just colloquially known as Longtown.
the name of the capital is Eresiel.
Eresiel.
Yes.
It's a really nice name.
I like
Thank
it,
you.
but I can't spell it.
Eresiel.
You ruined the magic.
Oh.
They don't like it anymore.
Yeah, it's all made out of intricate dwarven runes.
Long dwarven.
Yeah, long dwarven runes. The name is very long in dwarven runes. It's very short in common tongue.
Hmm. So we're going to Eresiel with the brothers.
The Gogorsky brothers.
The good boys.
The
Does
good
anybody
boys.
speak Dwarven?
I don't. I speak Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
damn, I should have picked Goblin. No, I don't have dwarves.
Wow. For the first time ever, I have a party who doesn't have dwarven.
I speak Dwarvish.
But you're also a lizard. You can barely speak Common.
Yeah.
True. But I speak Dwarvish perfectly.
Because it's all guttural.
Yeah. And slithery snake sounds.
Yeah, fun fact in my universe, the way that dwarves talk is they kind of like, kind of smack their tongue all around their mouth while they're like speaking. So it's like, hey, hello, this is God.
So
You know?
Bakhmut is especially eloquent.
Right, it's perfect because he licks his eyes, and that's also something dwarves do.
He probably speaks it better than most dwarves.
Probably. So that should work out pretty well.
There was a dwarf. His father was a lizard.
They don't
Yeah.
know how something chicken cow. Anyways,
just for future reference, common, draconic, druidic, and dwarvish.
common, comedic, dwarvish, druidic.
Dial up.
What's the deal with airplane food?
He just does really bad Jerry Seinfeld impressions. Common, draconic, druidic, dwarfish. Or that really slips off the tongue.
Yeah. See DDD.
Well, if we have to talk to any dragons.
So yeah, last we left off, I believe you were all outside the tent, plotting about what you were going to do. Which I believe last we talked about, you were very intent on going into the secret tent.
Yes.
Yep.
So, how will we do that? Besides being sneaky, because Limp Bizkit is omniscient.
I have an idea, if no one else does.
I was just gonna say I could
Let's hear
distract
it.
and biscuit.
Yeah, I think someone should distract them, but I thought about if they
Killing
didn't
them.
leave yet,
No.
getting one of our friends to. I made friends with someone, you know.
That's
The
true.
flying feastadors. If they give us a distraction, then we can all stick together.
I don't quite support what's going on there, but I'll respect it from a distance.
Noble.
Okay.
Let's do this.
You know.
Okay, so
Wait. Who's thinking in?
We
I
all.
believe Jimmy, right, was the name of the... No, Jim. Jim was the name of the flying feastador who had been seduced?
No, it was Bob.
Bob. Three-letter name. So you seduce Bob, and Bob is going to be going in to check it out.
Thought he was going to be a distraction.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
ask
Bob's a distraction?
distraction. Yeah.
Okay. So currently on the distraction team, there is Sully and Bob.
Wait.
I think it was changed to just Bob.
Because of
Just Bob.
some exposition that they told you outside of game, she's just able to control this NPC, just make him do whatever she wants. She doesn't have to roll for anything.
No.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I could go ask them.
Charisma check, maybe, or something.
Oh, okay. I thought Ryan was just explaining what's going on.
Oh, no. I wanted to just make sure that I knew what your plan was
Okay.
before it was put into action.
Yeah.
I had all of their names, I swear.
Bob, Jim, Jimmy.
No, it was like Greg. I
Greg
wrote
was one. Bob was one.
Benedict the Third or something.
Correct. And the last one slips my mind, but it was also quite a noble name.
Slippy.
Slippy. There we go. Slippy. So Slippy, Bob, Greg, and Sir Benedict III.
I don't think there was a Greg.
Oh, was it a Craig?
there's a Craig/Greg now.
Yeah, his name is Craig Greg. I don't believe he was actually ever named.
Oh,
No one ever
yes,
cheered for him.
yes, correctly twice. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, please explain to me exactly what your plan is, so I may move things as need be.
Well, I think the plan is to get at least one feastador to make a distraction, and at least some of us are going to sneak into the tent and actually check it out thoroughly inside.
I'll definitely sneak in because Kale's real tiny.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Smart too.
I am going to squat on top of a stump and watch the whole thing happen.
Okay.
God damn it.
So we have a wizard watchman, we have a goblin distractor, and we have 3 people going into the tent for reconnaissance.
Yes, I'd like to go in the tent too.
Yes.
Okay. So, I assume that Belle goes off to find Bob, who actually isn't that tough to find. He was pretty much watching you from a tree.
Oh God.
Wait,
He's more like a stalker than a fan.
Bakmata.
Yes.
Bakmata, what's the signal if you see anyone?
I'm just gonna. He licks one of his eyes. With, like, you can't tell, but disinterest.
Damn it. So useless.
I can imagine Kale trying to like imitate him.
Yeah, Kale tries to stick out his tongue towards his eye, but he
Oh,
can't
man.
even reach past his nose.
Oh man, he licked his eye. What's happening? Oh.
Sorry, Ryan, go on.
No, I mean, the goblin's watching you from the tree. I mean, I think I've set up the court pretty good here.
Wow, okay. Alright.
Oh jeez.
Going to strut over there.
I will follow Belle's lead.
Oh God, okay. Haven.
As you stride towards the tree, he seems to get a little flustered and tries to hide himself.
Okay.
I saw you up there, Goblin Daddy.
Kale walks away.
You hear a voice out from behind the tree and it says, "Oh, Daddy!"
Oh Jesus.
This
No.
is a double daddy.
I mean, Mommy would have been fine, but okay.
No, I'm confused. Why did you call me Daddy? Anyways,
Goblin with daddy issues.
Oh my God.
I'm behind the tree.
Can you come down here for a minute?
Yeah, I can.
It's
And he goes down from the tree and walks over to you and he says, "Sorry about the whole tree thing." I said, "Sorry about the whole tree thing."
What's doing with that?
Have you been watching me?
Maybe. What would you prefer the answer be?
No, never mind. Bob, I have a favor to ask of you.
I'd do anything for you.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Well, you know that big stupid guy that seems to know what everyone's doing all the time? The limp one?
Oh, you mean Morgan?
Morgan?
Morden?
No, Limp Bizkit.
Don't say his
Oh
name.
yeah.
Oh no.
What about him? I don't think he's dumb. I kind of like him, but I guess if you think he's dumb, I hate him.
As you should. Well,
Okay, I hate him.
good, yes. Yeah, I hate him. I need you to give us a distraction, because he always knows what we're doing. We need to go take a look at something without him interfering.
Okay.
Maybe bring on your other friends, make a bigger, louder distraction.
Oh. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely not.
Oh no.
My luck with men, I swear. Okay, well, you go do that. She kind of, smacks his back.
He said, "Oh yeah."
I mean, to be fair, he's not a man, he's a goblin. But
And his entire back is actually butt.
So as you kind of slap him on the back, he goes running, and doesn't go running back to his wagon. Instead, he starts going to run towards the arena. And you see him run over and keep running until he gets to the kindergartner, or the beer garden.
oh no.
And you see him kind of run in there, and you hear some screams as he runs out, kind of bleeding. And there are now 11 kindergartners chasing him with shivs.
Jesus.
What have you done?
I sent him to his death.
As Limp Bizkit runs over and tries to restrain a few of the kids, who start stabbing at him as well. It seems like there's now kind of a kid uprising.
Oh, jeez.
May or may not be a good time, as pretty much everyone is starting to run away in fear of these belligerent, knife-wielding kids.
Whoa, what's going on over there? Kale's distracted.
That's the distraction, okay? Don't get distracted.
Yeah, stay on mission. Come on.
Alright,
At the
I
tent.
will follow Belle and Sully.
Which tent is it?
It was the one, opposite ours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
this one right here.
Oh, that
Right.
one?
So you head over to the secret tent, and no one really seems to be paying attention. Already, 2 of the tents have been knocked over, and a few of the children have dragged the visitors, or those who are watching the fights, into the pit and have started to fight the spectators,
Oh, fuck.
who seem to just be running around and trying to fend for their lives.
This battle looks really cool!
Don't get distracted. Come
I
on.
hope whatever's in that tent is worth it.
You probably destroyed the whole camp.
Not
Bakmata
yet.
is technically a spectator.
True.
True. There is a kid rushing towards him, but I think we'll be done with the tent thing soon enough that we can get to that after.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So, who's walking into the tent first?
Does anyone want to roll sneak?
What's a sneak roll?
Stealth?
Stealth, whatever. Same thing. or are we just walking in?
It's a good question.
I'm aligning my tabs in Excel.
Chakras.
I'm aligning my
Oh.
chakra.
You gotta be able to run on trees and stuff.
Feng Shui.
I have a +2 stealth.
Nice.
Are y'all rolling for stealth?
I think we are. Are we supposed to?
Yeah, let's
DM?
go.
I mean, it's up to what you want to do. I'm not gonna.
Well,
make
we're
you roll for
sneaking
stealth.
into a tent. Everyone is
Okay.
distracted, so I mean, it
I
seems
mean-
like we would have to roll either way.
If you are going to sneak into the tent, then yes, everyone roll stealth.
All right. I have
Okay.
16 total.
Good.
I have 21 total.
Damn.
Nice.
My 9 seems fitting. She's rather big and covered in bells, so.
Okay. So you all walk into the tent, and no one cares.
Awesome.
Make a distraction.
Who's the first person to walk into the tent?
I imagine it's Belle because she was kind of leading
Yeah.
this whole plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right, all the animal traps that are in there.
I don't know if I need to be enraged for it, but I have danger sense. I have advantage on dex saving throws on effects I can see, like traps and spells.
I think if you saw this... Oh, I mean, I guess you can look down and see it at the last second. So sure. Roll with advantage.
Well, 11 then. Plus
11,
13 altogether.
Oh no.
13. You just barely managed to step over a bear trap.
Hmm.
Look out, Belle! There's a bear trap.
Whew, I saw it. Alright.
Looking inside now, you see a bunch of boxes. They have recently all been opened. All of their lids are open. And you see half of them have bear traps in them, and the other half have darts and knives and other equipment for, battles and the such. One kind of has shoddy armor in it. Another one has some nets. Another one has a few spears in it, and another one just has it's full to the brim with bear traps.
Do you think we should move some of these boxes? Maybe try to find like a secret hatch or something?
Yeah.
Or investigate further? I don't know.
If y'all would like to make investigation rolls, you can.
Yep.
I'll do that.
I have a +3 investigation. So in total, 13 for me.
How good. 4.
I have 2 because I have a negative modifier to it.
Okay, so a 13 lets you figure out pretty quickly, just from where you're standing, that all of the boxes underneath too have bear traps in them.
I think there's some bear traps in these boxes, so be careful when you move them.
Alright, thank you for the information. Should we roll checks
Not
to
a-
move them?
If you want to be careful with the boxes, just roll a strength check so that you're actually, able to move it without being wobbly.
Kale is not going to attempt to move a box.
Well,
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. only roll if you're intending to move a box.
Yeah, I was gonna lift boxes. I mean, she kind of is used to doing the heavy lifting. And with my nat 20 for lifting boxes.
Nat 20 for lifting boxes.
Plus your box modifier.
I didn't even.
You're so strong that in your mind you kind of figure out it'd probably be best if you just push the boxes out of the way.
But she wants to show off.
You show off by still lifting them, but then kind of moving them over off to the side. So you're pretty much pushing them, but you're lifting them up first because you want to show off. Underneath the boxes, you see like a few spiders crawling out, maybe a beetle or two, like small beetles, not big beetles.
Damn it.
Jesus. Kind of grins at Sully.
It's about to bring one home.
Wait, who does what?
Spiders.
Ugh, ew, no. Is there anything else?
Ants.
Maybe a centipede.
Yeah.
Alright,
there's
let's
some-
roll initiative for the ants and spiders now.
There's some gravel and like loose rocks, which I'm sure if you picked up the loose rocks, there'd be more insects underneath the rocks.
They're probably hiding a trapdoor under the pebbles.
You never know.
I don't know
Yeah.
if there's anything interesting in here after all, and I can't say I hear the voices anymore.
You sure you heard voices and not just hearing?
Positive I heard strange voices under the arena calling for help.
Well, I mean, we got the explanation.
Yeah.
There was a chance there was...
That's
it was-
true, but I didn't trust the kid. Or his father.
I mean, me neither.
His daddy.
His daddy.
Thank you.
So I guess we're just gonna leave.
Well, I'm fairly familiar with arenas. I bet I could figure out where the door is to get down there.
Ooh.
What are you gonna do, Belle?
Yeah, lead the way.
In the meantime, Bakamata, I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity saving throw to dodge the kid that's coming at you.
Okay. Uh, 18.
18. You dodge the kid and you kind of just smash his face into the dirt. And that pretty much knocks him out.
Right on.
You go back to, just licking your eyes.
Yeah. Gotta keep them moist.
Yeah. Very important. Okay, now back to the rest of the party. You find yourselves at the edge of the arena, and it seems like the kids have chased most of the people into the surrounding forest. However, there are still 6 kids left in the arena, and 4 conscious spectators. I think 5 of them have been knocked unconscious.
I'm going to head over there as well.
Okay, ready for fresh blood, I mean. So yeah, you are kind of just standing at, you all are standing at the edge of the arena, looking
Wait.
down upon these kids just savagely running after and swiping at the remaining spectators who are just running and cowering.
Okay, I'm confused. We're all at the edge of the arena now, even though most of us, including Belle, we're still in the tent, and Belle said she had some idea for the door, or finding a door.
Right, finding the door at the arena. right?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Sorry, I moved my character. If that was bothering you.
I am tired. I'm trying to pay attention.
Okay.
It happens.
Anyways, so you're all at the edge of the arena, and you're looking down at this carnage. If you want, you can wait until the kids are knocked out by the guards, or the kids knock out the spectators, or I don't know what you want to do.
Do we know where the dwarves that we were going to leave with, like where they're at right now?
They would most likely be back here, back where their wagon was. Oh, you can't see that. They're back by the wagons, which may or may not have been invaded by kindergartners.
I think we better go and check if it's been invaded by kindergartners, because they are our ticket out. We better make sure that they're okay.
Not only that, but we should try to get them to leave before the omniscient guards that run this place find out who caused the distraction.
Yeah, but don't you want to save the people under the arena?
I mean, it's just Bob. Or whoever it was.
Bob, yeah.
There's no way to connect it back to us unless they sell us out.
Would they sell us out? I
Are
mean,
we
there's
willing
one
to take
person
that
who knows
risk?
Bob better than anyone else.
I mean, we didn't do a whole lot of talking, if that's what you're...
Oh, jeez.
So it seems like a risk we might not want to.
But then do we leave these people to maybe get killed by kindergartners with knives?
What do we care about these people?
I mean, I'm good either way.
Yeah,
The only people I care about at the moment are the Gagorskis, because we need them.
Belle would agree. She really doesn't care about going after voices that may not exist.
well, let's head over to the cart then.
Okay. You look down in the arena and decide it's not worth it. As you walk away and head back towards the wagons. And as you're kind of looking away, you see Limp Bizkit just pretty much stage dive into the arena, where you see him land on two kids, knocking them out immediately. And you see, just as you're about to, lose sight of him, one boot go flying and hits another kid in the head.
See, Mr. Biscuit has this all taken care of.
Yeah.
Worked out in the end.
And you continue to walk over towards the wagons, where you see, after, about 30, 45 seconds of walking, the Gagorski brothers just sitting on their wagon while kids, and by kids I mean two kids, are kind of like jumping up and down and waving their daggers in the air. Can't really reach the Gagorski brothers, and eventually kind of give up and go off to a different wagon.
Hey, Gagorskis, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good, brother. I'm working on a new accent. That Limp Bizkit guy really inspired me. Oh yeah.
Is this your Macho Man accent?
I don't know who Macho Man is, but boy, do I feel like a Macho Man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Anyways, are you ready to go to Long City, brother?
Yes.
Could also be Hulk Hogan.
We'll hop on the long train, brother.
Choo choo!
I step up and get on. Enthusiastic.
Step into a Slim Jim, brother.
Kale steps into a Slim Jim.
By the way, if you didn't notice, the engraving on the side of the wagon, which is pretty long, is Slim Jim.
In Dwarven.
No, in common.
Oh,
Nice.
excellent.
So it's like an advertisement? Are they sponsored?
I don't believe. Well, I mean, you haven't heard of Slim Jims before.
The man who contracted the card out to them, his name is Slim Jim.
That may be true.
Slim Jim Rentals.
You may meet Slim Jim at some point.
Nice.
Cool.
But for now, you hear a crack of the whip as you all kind of scramble on board. And the wagon kind of starts to roll out as the horses pick up speed, and you kind of just book it out of there.
Can I grab a finger out of my bag and eat it?
You do so. And the Gagorski brothers kind of look at you and are like, "Oh no!" No eating humans in my truck, brother.
They're not necessarily human fingers.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Anyone want to hear some road tunes? No?
Sure. Go.
Yeah, Sully,
I guess.
I can't. I pull out my flute and stick it in my mouth, and I pull out my lute as well and start playing both at the same time.
How many instruments do you have?
Oh, let's see. I have a lute, a lyre, a flute, and a drum.
A lute, a flute, a doot, and a groot.
And poot.
Uh-oh. You probably should have taken care of that before you got on the wagon.
In this D&D, we have to manage our poop. We have to worry about our bowels.
Right.
True.
All that
So,
chicken slices. Alright.
you see the other Gagorski, the one who hasn't been talking yet, pull out a large piece of parchment from a chest that's next to him that he's kind of, sitting on. So he has to get off it first, and then he opens it, and he pulls out this parchment, and he unrolls it on the floor. And you see something similar to a rough sketch of the northwestern section of Draughnor. It doesn't really seem to be fully accurate, but the other Gagorski kind of explains, "Oh yeah, brother, we commissioned this from one of the local travelers who was at the arena. They gave this to us so that we could navigate our way to, oh god, to the capital." Oh.
You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm just, this voice is a little hard on me,
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't have to put on a show for us.
Okay, well then, I'll let my brother take care of the speaking. As his brother looks over to y'all and continues and says, "Well, as you see, the map suggests that we are right here at sort of the curve in the northern Draughnorian mountain range as it starts to split off and, well, pretty much drops off the face of the earth, which, as I heard, that's pretty accurate, although I'm sure we'll get a better view of it later. We are right here and he kind of takes a pencil and marks a spot and says, "We need to stock up on some supplies before we head on our trip, but thankfully it's on the way. We just need to move to this trading post right over here." And he begins to kind of draw little dots and says, "This is roughly the path we'll be taking. I'm thinking that it'll maybe take 7 days before we arrive at the capital. And honestly, it shouldn't be that bad. Although obviously we can check in from trading post to trading post, which I believe all of our stops are trading posts. Will be staying the night at each one. I believe we have a total of 6 trading posts that we are stopping by. So if there's any other trading or, anything you need from any of the trading posts, it should be pretty good since we'll be stopping at each one of those."
Nice. Where's the nearest one?
The nearest one is due east of here, maybe a little south. It's probably only 6 or 7 hours away. Even less, actually. Maybe 6, but who knows, since we are not too familiar with the land.
That's some good time for me to play all the songs I know.
That sounds great!
Very well. Go ahead and play your songs, and if they get really annoying at any point, we'll probably ask you to stop.
Oh no, these are real good ones.
Well, we're glad to hear that. I'll probably take a nap. It's still been a bit of a toll until since you kicked me in the nuts. I know. I mean, you as a party, you have one person in the party who kicked my nuts. I'm not blaming you all for it, but it kind of was a group endeavor.
Yeah, we apologize.
Well, I appreciate it. Oh,
Will you need any help getting supplies in the stops?
yes. However, I figure we have plenty of time for that. So I would be very grateful if, while we were stopping, I could get some help. My brother will also be helping, and Alfredo, who is driving the wagon, would probably appreciate your help as well.
Of course, it's the least we could do for, you taking us to Long City.
Yes. Well, the more the merrier.
What I always say.
So now the song playing from Sully's lute just picks up and kind of it encompasses the entire audio of this scene, and we're in a montage.
Yeah, sweet driving or road trip montage.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It sort of, it kind of cuts in as you all kind of fall into some sort of dreamlike state. And as you witness a bunch of people who look exactly like you playing cards and laughing, and you see one where Bakmata licks a card and everyone laughs and it's oh, Bakmata. And then there's one where someone's looking out the side of the wagon and a bird flies into their face and everyone laughs at them and it's bird in the face. Sort of like that.
And there's all these innocent scenes, and then there's one scene in between where we're all doing coke, and then the next scene is another innocent one.
What's coke?
You've all ground up good berries and have snorted good berries.
I've become a dealer.
They're worth more than a copper piece now.
Damn.
Eventually, the road trip ends as
Let's use a tattoo then.
maybe the next road trip.
I was hoping Kale would get a face tattoo.
Just like Chaden, Toyota Truckathon. Anyways, so you pull into town, and by town I mean you pull into the trading post, and you see that it's somewhat lively. There's some people who have set up shops outside, kind of like a little farmer's market type area where a few vendors are, and the rest of the buildings seem pretty well kept. You notice that the bulletin board that's kind of in the middle of town is currently looking a little full with different parchments that are nailed to it. And you see that some people have stopped to shop and are kind of parked. They have parked their wagons outside of town. A large water sort of tower also lies a little bit off to the north of the town. However, it's pretty close by.
Wow, I've never been to a market so big before.
Yeah, what are all the trading things?
Well, you see, from my learnings that I've done, with books and other things that let you learn, there's shops. You can sell things, and then you can also buy things.
Yes, thank you for the information.
And judging by their looks, they're probably pop-up shops. Things that aren't normally there, but because there are people there to attend them, then they can be, popped up.
So what kinds of things are you looking for?
Oh, I am looking for long things. I've pretty much saved all of my money for the capital, and I will continue to do so until I find better long things in the trading posts.
I thought there were some specific supplies we were going to retrieve.
Oh, yes. We as a group, there are a few things we need. We'll need to grab, some extra food just in case. Get some meal for our horses that are driving the wagon. Get some warmer clothing for Alfredo up there. His brother Linguini didn't pack him much. That's pretty much it.
Are there any traders selling like animal parts, hides, stuff like that?
There is a hunter who has set up shop. You see a few pelts, a few sorted teeth, different things of that ilk.
Is there any armor stands or shop?
There is a general store which, through the window, you think you see what sort of resembles a sort of an armor stand with some shinier trinkets on like a leather armor base.
Ooh, so like studded leather?
It could be studded leather. You'll never know until you walk in there and be like, "Hey, is that studded leather?"
I'm gonna go do that.
You walk in and say specifically, "Hey,
Yeah.
is that studded leather?"
You got studded leather in here?
Oh, yes, I do believe we do have studded leather in here. I would just have to, take a moment to look around for the studded leather that you're looking for.
Is it the one in the window?
I don't see anything in the window over there. I just see the outside. Through the window. Me looking through it and all.
How much money would you want for studded leather?
Sorry, you're cutting out there a little bit. I don't know how you're doing it, but I can't quite hear you.
I think he's stuttering.
Can you hear me fine?
Oh yeah, I can hear you just better now.
Okay, how much money would you want for said studded leather.
Oh, for that studded leather? Well, let's see. I think I bought it off some bloke for about 30 gold pieces, and I need to make a little bit of profit here, so I'd say 37 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
I have no idea how much gold we actually have.
It's gonna be like your background plus we made, what, 7 or something like that?
Yeah, you made 7 each.
We've been doing about 2 days per session, right? Something like that.
The first session was a day and a half, and then the second session was a day and a half.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have like 10 gold.
Yeah, we're not really ready to buy armor and stuff. Belle would probably go find food.
I can sell you some hide armor for let's say 8 gold pieces.
Well, I have the money.
Oh, for studded leather armor?
I do.
Oh, well, I'll sell it to you for 37 gold pieces.
30.
No, I wouldn't make a profit there.
How about
I mean, I would have pretty much just stored it for free. Taking up space and all. I'm sure I could have put many other things there and sold them, Like, I could have put a lot of ball bearings, A lot of ball bearings. Could have sold a lot of those. People love ball bearings.
Ball
I got
armor.
kids coming in every day buying ball bearings. Apparently you can use them now in hoots and McCallets you call them nowadays. You call them like finnet spinner, fidget spinners. Is that what you call them these days? I don't know. You kids are wacky.
The thing's made out of wood and stone.
Oh yeah, and you spin them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw a goblin using one of those.
Oh yeah, they're real nice. I mean, I don't get them, but they're still real nice.
Can I roll persuasion to make it less money?
You can sure as hell try.
You're still talking to the shopkeeper.
The Minnesota shopkeeper.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
He went a little bit Luigi there.
I did? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, that wasn't...
It's like the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Minneconsin.
See? Fuck!
Oh,
Did he just
sorry there, sir. Are you okay?
just cursed aloud in the middle of the story? Wait, let me persuade you. Fuck!
Rolling noise, rolling noise, rolling noise. Fuck!
Well, I think I persuaded to make it more money.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a 1.
well, you see, sir, when you ask me for 20 gold, it doesn't really go over too well, That's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful to my dad, who raised me, and my mom, who birthed me, and her mom, and her dad, and my dad's dad, and my dad's mom, and, their parents. They, I don't think they had me so that I could, be swindled by traveling hoodlums like you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
So I think what we're gonna do now, buddy, is I think you owe me an extra gold there. How does 38 gold sound, huh? A gold for the problems you're causing me, my ancestors. It's just not fair. Not fair to them. They're looking down. They're upset. They're saying, hey, Tyrenius, why you letting this guy walk all over you? And I'm like, well, first off, my name's not Tyrenius. It's my father. That's my father's name. You can call me Tyrenius II. And my dad's probably like, well, I am your father, so I mean, that's a little weird. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I guess so. So that's where we're at, I think.
Oh yeah, you betcha, eh?
Now you're mocking me, huh?
Oh God, no!
If I wasn't in such a damn good mood today, I would have. Well, I would have raised you another gold, but you know, I'm not feeling that vindictive today, you know. So I think you just pay me the 38 gold, and I think we'll be, you know, righty-o.
You know what? I'm good.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna leave.
Oh, well, you know, if you ever come into my shop, know that you disrespected my family.
As Sully leaves, Kale enters. Sully, I think you better stick to the music. Sorry, I'm not weird with that weird guy. Mr. Shopkeeper, I don't have a lot of gold, but
Did you just eavesdrop on my conversation?
No, sir.
I don't know. I have a feeling like when you explicitly said that you didn't know this man, that I think in fact you do know this man, and I think you're listening in on our conversation.
No, I don't know him.
Oh, I don't trust you anymore, sir.
I'm really sorry, sir, but you had the windows open.
Oh, did I? I don't. I guess I did. I don't know how that happened. Well, you know, I'm still not really sure. I think my good mood has gone down the drain. I think I know that much.
Okay, I think I'll just go over to the next door. Goodbye, sir.
Okay, well, have a good day.
I pull Kale to the side and I'm like, we should totally kill him.
Why would you want to
Sir,
kill him?
You left the window open.
Oh shit.
I don't think I'm gonna let you back in my shop, sir. And I think I may be filing a formal complaint with the mayor of this trading post.
Wait, how is there a mayor of a trading post?
Oh, you know, someone has to run it.
Is it you?
Oh no, I wish I was. It's my uncle.
Good. Tyranius the second, twice removed.
Oh, I don't think I'm twice removed from anything,
Oh my
except
God.
twice removed from, you know, coming over there and kicking you on the butt.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, well. Don't go drinking tonight, otherwise, you know, you'll be drunk and some guy's gonna come up and kick you on the butt.
Is that a threat?
Oh, no, it's a promise, sir.
Oh. Well, I may or may not see you tonight, and I leave.
Oh. Well, I think that's just how it normally goes, sir. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close these windows so I don't have to continue to talk to you.
Sir, I'll tell you where you can put those windows.
The window shuts.
Would anyone else like to take up the dialogue and talking?
Nice going, Sully. You really showed him.
Yeah, I did. Don't you forget that.
Don't remember it either.
Yeah. Also, don't remember it. Don't just leave it alone.
Don't touch that.
Oh God. I'm gonna go to the hunter guy and ask about hide and bones.
Oh, so you're looking for hide and bones, are you?
Oh boy.
They're all
Same
related.
guy?
Same guy. Who are you talking about?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. It's not that often that I get to partake in conversation with lizard folk such as yourself.
Yeah, we keep to ourselves.
Where's your stomping grounds? Don't y'all lizards normally got stomping grounds?
Yeah, not
Where you stomp?
On the ground?
quite a ways away.
Kind of racist.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last part. You your frills, got a little.
In the way. They do
Yeah.
that. Far away from Draughnor.
Oh, well, welcome to Draughnor then. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
So you said you were looking for hide and what was the other thing you were looking for?
Bones.
Bones. What? Any bones in particular?
Large ones.
Ooh, well, I think just the other day, me and my brother, we headed out. Killed a large boar. So I got some boar bones here. I already sold off the meat, unfortunately, but I tanned up part of the hide pretty good. Some of the hide that wasn't completely ravished. If that's something you'd be interested in, I'd love selling it to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Did he transition accents?
Oh,
Smoothly.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It was beautiful. Went from Minnesota to like
Texas.
northern Texas.
Well, yeah. Is that what you want to buy?
Yes, Oklahoma.
So I got a boar hide for what price are you looking for?
Oh boy. How much do you normally sell them for?
Oh well, I sell them differently for each different customer. It's kind of one of those jobs where you get to let personal biases kind of play in how you do the pricing.
Yeah, those are the best kind.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. And if I didn't know any better, you were trying to game me, so I would personal bias, and I'd give you a better price.
Maybe.
Ha, that's the honesty I like. Let's see. How does 5 silver pieces for this boar hide sound to you?
Very fair.
That's good.
I hand over 5 silver pieces. And
He
the-
hands
Go ahead.
he hands you a pretty sizable boar pelt.
And the bones?
He says, "Oh, the bones. Yeah. Let me. You want just the rib cage, or do you want me to crack them up for you? Get them into bite-sized pieces."
The cage is fine. Whole thing.
Okie dokie. Well, let me. I got it around here somewhere. And you see him looking through a few different trunks, and he opens one up, and it's pretty much just a boar cage. There's nothing else in the trunk, and he's like, "Oh, there it is," and he lifts it out, and he says, "2.5 silver pieces."
Okay.
Okie dokie. And he kind of gently places the boar rib cage on the stand, and he says, "Well, pleasure doing business with you if that's all you want. I got more wares though if you're still looking to buy."
I think that's good. Thank you.
Well, of course. Come back anytime.
Yeah. And I take those and head off in the direction of the wagon.
And that you do.
Is there anything like an alchemist stand in this marketplace?
There is no stand that looks like they would, be an actual alchemist, but there is one that seems to be selling herbs and, medicines and stuff like that, although it doesn't look too reputable.
Looks kind of sketch. Okay. Kale's gonna walk up to it anyway.
There is a very old woman behind the counter, and she says, "Oh, dearie, what do we have here?"
Hello, miss. I was wondering if you...
that's Mrs.
Hello, Mrs.
I'm married to the job. Ho, ho, ho.
That's very funny.
I'm actually a miss, really.
I was wondering if you have any potions for sale. Specifically healing potions.
I don't.
Do you have any kind of, general healing medicines?
Oh, I have some, some herbs and weeds and plants that I've picked over my journeys in these Draughnorian mountains.
Interesting. How much for, like, a grab bag of herbs?
Oh, well, it depends what herbs you're grabbing and putting in the bag.
What kind of herbs can I see?
You see a lot of green herbs. Pretty much the only thing that looks different than would differ any of these herbs is the texture of the leaf. It seems like they all have a pretty much maple leaf looking kind of shape to them, but some are porous and have like little bulbs on the leaf and whatever's attached to them. Some have serrations, and it doesn't look like any of these are man-made. They all look natural. Some kind of have silky smooth furs that as you put your hand and you move it one way, it kind of flattens it out, and the other way, it kind of roughs them. You have a leaf that when you touch it, it changes color very slightly, going from a darker red leaf to a lighter orange leaf. And as you remove your hand, it transitions back.
Whoa, I've never seen a plant do this before. This is really interesting. Could you tell me more about this color-changing herb?
Oh, well, I wish I could, but, I just saw the tree, and, well, I had someone chop it down. And I think that was the only tree of its kind. So I don't really know much about it. I just really like the leaves. They're our best seller.
I see. How much are the leaves exactly?
Well, I sell one leaf for 1 silver piece.
Could I buy 2 of the color-changing leaves, please?
Well, of course you
hands
could.
over 2 silver pieces.
She hands over 2 nearly identical leaves. However, it's obvious that they are, naturally grown, so it's not like she just duplicated it.
Thanks, miss. Thanks a lot. And he runs back. Guys, I bought some of these leaves.
What do they do?
I don't know, but they look cool.
Awesome. Can you eat it?
Oh, please don't eat it.
I mean, did they say?
They're
if
not
they were
for
edible?
eating, Sully. They're my leaves. I bought them.
Well, I wasn't gonna eat it. I was just asking.
Look,
if they
look, look! They change color. They change color when you touch them. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Ooh.
Kale's very proud of these leaves. He sticks them in his in his belt. So they're kind of part of his ensemble now.
As you are, fiddling with these leaves and the such, both of the Gagorski brothers come to approach what I believe is a gathering of 3 of your party, unless Belle is also there too.
Oh yeah, I guess she was there. She wasn't gonna go find food, but maybe she was looking.
In that case, yeah. So the party is kind of just standing around looking at their new acquisitions. Belle got some food. It seems like there was actually one of her fans in the town, and as she walked into the bar, he kind of said, "Belle, take this!"
Is he the beast?
And he handed you a plate of food, and he's like, "Go on, go back to your friends."
It's forbidden.
She dumps the whole plate into her mouth and just thumbs up.
He gives you a thumbs up too, and he says, "For glory!"
I think she'd throw the plate as a frisbee back into the bar.
He dives out of his seat and he catches it.
Damn.
I love that guy already.
He just goes back to his seat quietly and goes back to drinking.
Yeah, like nothing happened.
So anyways, he then made it back to the party.
Yep.
And the Gagorskis say, "Well, we just had a talk with the town supervisor / organizer / mayor. I don't really know why he would call himself a mayor. This isn't really a town, but I guess it also kind of is. Anyways, it's kind of confusing. Apparently, the next stop on our trek could possibly be a little troublesome, although I don't think it'll be much of an issue for us."
Why? What's wrong?
Well, we're pretty much just heading to the next trading post, which is only 6 or 7 hours out. However, the problem is that these northern mountains, which normally aren't a problem, are there's a little bit of an infestation. Well, of multiple things, primarily gnolls and orcs.
Good.
What do you think, other Gagorski brother?
Oh, yeah!
I just want to hear the voice.
I think it's pretty interesting. Yes, like my brother said, it's quite interesting. And the interesting thing about it is that it seems like the mountains have kind of been divided into territories. You have the western side of the northern Draughnorian ridge, which seems to be mostly governed by the gnolls, although it seems like recently things have been a little awry as the orcs have gained more power and have moved from the right side, or the eastern side of the northern Draughnorian mountains, and have pushed westward, driving a lot of the gnolls out of their typical hunting grounds and pens where they would raise livestock and then, let it go so they could hunt in the wild. Now, normally this isn't an issue, as neither the orcs nor the gnolls travel far south from the mountain ridge. However, it seems like recently the loss of these livestock pens has, driven the gnolls to be more courageous. Apparently, 1 or 2 wagons in the past few months have been attacked and, raided by these gnolls on horseback. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue, just something we have to watch out for.
Yeah, orcs are pretty tough, but I bet they're gonna be pretty
you fought with
surprised.
orcs before.
Well, not exactly. But I've had some pretty terrible experiences with orcs.
Oh, well, in that case, I won't ask anything about it. I'm sure it's a troubling past.
But I'm sure that with the 6 of us, I mean, we were all fighters in the ring. So, taking on some orcs probably shouldn't be a problem.
Ooh, yes. Well, we kind of do arena fighting. That's our thing. You know, where we won't die.
You mean they'll actually try to kill us?
The orcs? Yes, most likely. I've not really heard of an orc that roams in the wild that goes for, noogies and swirlies.
Yeah, kid, fighting outside of the ring is a lot different. Even I've never fought an orc. Half-orcs galore, but not an orc.
Ah, yes, well, the thing about half-orcs is they still have half of their sanity within them.
Well, Belle can take half of them and we'll take the rest.
Sure, kid. We can try.
We'll do our best to make sure that when you do possibly, hopefully not, get injured, we can kind of just, go out and drag you back into the wagon for a speedy retreat.
So you're not going to help us at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Like I said, we don't want to lose our lives.
Lakmata leaks one of his eyes.
Very well said, our slithering friend.
So are we all done?
Yes, the other thing, we have retrieved the supplies, and we should be ready to head out early in the morning. Feel free to drink as much as you want here. Obviously, you will be, if you want to drink, you pay for it. And also, make sure not to drink so much that you can't wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'll see about that.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Nobody say a word.
Belle wants to go back to the bar.
Kel doesn't have anything better to do than go back to the bar and watch his friends drink.
Lakmata's gonna stay at the cart and craft something.
Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker. I'll just stay behind.
Okay. So 2 people are out at the bar, 2 people are back in the wagon, and the Gorski brothers seem to head back to the mayor's building. As everyone kind of just walks away without saying anything.
Yep.
So I guess we'll start with the bar. The bar isn't too lively. However, there's some other, customers in there. There's still the Frisbee food boy. There are a few people drinking at a booth. It seems like they're a young human couple who don't look native to Draughnor. You also, have the bartender, who seems to be a quite sturdy-looking half-orc bartender, and someone behind him who's keeping an eye on him, who is a older human.
Belle would go up to the Frisbee plate dude, clap him on the back. Buy me a drink.
Ah, yes! A drinking partner for the night!
Yeah,
And
something strong.
he just gets up and then he walks over to the bar and says to the half-orc, "Hey, could you get us 2 beers?" The half-orc grunts and kind of pulls 2 beers out from under the counter. And he says, "Put them on the tap." And he walks back to the table and he says, "2 beers for my 2 new friends, for glory."
Ah! You'll get it, kid. Slaps him on the back. Probably too. Well, it's not really what I wanted, but it'll do.
He sort of just looks at you quietly as you both drink your beer.
Kayla's like sipping at the beer and like wincing a little bit each time, but he's doing his best.
Belle just downs it super fast, slams it back down, kind of gives Kale the side eye. Still kind of disappointed. He still can't hold it liquor.
He continues just to watch in silence.
Another!
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that much money.
Shut down.
As Kayla's sipping, he notices the man in the back who's just been kind of staring at the half-orc. And he, like, nudges Belle.
Hmm? What? What kid?
Do you notice that guy? He looks weird.
What do you mean weird? Everyone in here is
I
weird.
don't know, he's like staring at us, I think.
Maybe he recognizes me.
Well, that wouldn't be surprising. A lot of people seem to.
Well, of course they do. You want to go over there? Let's go.
I guess we'll walk over to this man.
Yeah, I think Belle will buy I guess if Kale's still sipping on his baby beer.
Baby beer.
She'll buy 2 more beers and offer that person one.
He kind of yells across and says, "Thank you!"
No problem. Alright, so we go up to this table?
Yeah. Does
The man
guy-
who is looking at the half-orc is behind the bar.
Oh,
Oh.
so retcon. We didn't walk away from the bar or go to any table.
Yeah. Alright, she'll
Okay.
kind of crook her finger and, motioning him to come up to them.
He kind of looks at you, unamused, and starts to head forward and says, "What is it?"
I'm sorry. I thought you were looking at us.
"No, I'm just making sure this dummy over here gets his job done."
Oh, he seems to be doing all right so far. I mean, beer isn't really my thing, but he gave me a really frothy mug.
Yes, it seems like he's doing his job for now, but you never know with this half-orc kind.
Has there been a problem with half-orcs?
Oh, I've known many half-orcs to steal or break or kill. I'm sure it's the same with him. Not sure why the mayor brought this one in.
Are you the owner of the bar?
More or less.
But but the mayor gets to decide who works here?
Well, when there are people from the caravans who need work, we often will take those who seek a more steady life.
Boy, that's awfully nice of you to accept him despite your doubts.
Well, I don't have much say in it. My father technically runs the place, but he's dying. Not quick enough.
I
He
can
was
really...
the one who accepted it.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Is the half-orc doing anything? Is he hearing this conversation as well? He's
Yeah.
behind the bar, I assume.
Yeah, he hears the conversation. He's just looking forward. And you can start to see his eyes watering a tiny bit, but he's just
No.
looking forward.
Belle would lean towards him, and in orc, she would say, "Don't worry about it, honey."
He kind of blinks his eyes and continues to look forward. And you see the man saying, "Ugh, you better not be putting any ideas into his head."
What, me? Never.
I don't know why you would learn such a disgusting language, but... well, I guess I can't change what you've learned.
She glares at him. Well, I think he's doing a perfectly fine job.
That's what they all say until that other half that's savage comes out.
You don't like half-breeds at all, do you?
Oh, I'm fine with half-breeds. My mother was an half-elf, and unfortunately I didn't get the good end of that. It's orcs. No good comes from orcs. No good comes from orc blood, orc weapons, orc culture, orc wars, orc soap operas.
Get shot in orcish.
Kid, I think we're gonna leave.
Okay. Kel hasn't even halfway finished his beer. He just leaves it.
Belle would, down the rest of it. Make sure she pays and walk out.
On the way over, I assume you drop off the beer.
The beer has all been drank by Belle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you even drank the glass for your friend.
Yeah.
He kind of just looks as you walk out, and he's like, "Goodbye!"
Thumbs up again as she leaves. Maybe she grabs a plate on someone else's table and throws it.
It shatters against the wall. Let's jump back to what the people in the wagon are doing.
Okay.
I was just sort of idly strumming while just sitting on a chair.
Idly
Or
strumming, you
that-
say.
Yes.
Good Gorski.
While Bakmata manipulates his bone.
Oh.
Oh man.
You guys walk over to the wagon as it's kind of like very slowly rocking
Creaking.
back and forth.
So yeah, I guess the party is now together in the wagon.
Yes.
Indeed.
So what'd you boys get up to while we were gone?
Nothing that you'd want to know about.
Really?
At least I hope not.
This bad porn movie dialogue.
Yeah.
My father taught me to never be ashamed of mine.
There's no shark in here. This is a bathtub, lady.
I'll have to look that one up.
It's hilarious.
It's an instant classic.
Better than my daddy taught me how to not rip the skin with my teeth.
Now, it may not be better, but it's just as much of a classic.
Okay. Anyways, back to D&D.
Kale looks over to see what Bakhmata is crafting.
Yeah, as you do, he puts a hide and bone shield on his back.
Oh, you guys are doing arts and crafts.
Yeah.
I guess that literally is what they were doing.
That's for Bakhmata's Etsy store.
So we have the arts.
Can anybody use darts?
Ooh. Like what kind of darts? Just darts.
Like the
Dark
Wet-
dirt.
dart.
Asking if we have like proficiency in it.
Like,
I think it's
yeah,
like proficiency with martial ranged.
yeah.
I mean, martial ranged. I don't have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I do have a
Okay.
crossbow though, for some reason.
Then I keep those to myself.
Oh yeah, I am proficient with the darts. It's simple
Then-
range though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then you get 2 darts.
Thank you.
Where does it say I'm proficient in anything?
Try adding darts as a weapon on that
Yeah.
first page.
Start.
Dart. Start with dart.
Dart start.
Would be under attack.
I am proficient with darts.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind if I get any more body parts.
So Bakhmata can make darts. Excellent.
He sure
want a
can.
dart? You want a dart, Kale?
Sure.
I give him one of my darts.
He is fascinated with his dart. He's never held a dart before.
You could
It's
also make javelin.
He's held a crossbow before, but he's never held a dart.
Oh, wow.
He tries loading it into his crossbow.
If anyone gets a blowgun, I can also make blowgun darts.
What's
nice.
that?
Darts for a
it's like
blowgun.
yeah.
Oh, blowgun darts. Alright, I didn't hear
Yeah.
the blowgun part. Okay.
Or a club.
Lizard men are very crafty.
They sure are. Sneaky,
Wizards are
crafty,
weird.
lizardy weirdness.
I love them.
So,
Belle, you can use darts, can't you? Or not darts, javelins?
Yes.
Okay.
I also believe that barbarians start out with javelins.
Mhm.
And a lot of them.
I got 4
Yeah.
with bells attached to them.
We could
Of
make
course.
that 5 later.
Yeah.
Winky face.
Oh, but I don't get that one.
Kale doesn't get it either.
Good.
So yeah, you you do all this crafting, and everyone's impressed, and everyone's in the wagon.
Not even drunk. It sucks.
That
Are
I
y'all gonna try and pass the night?
Yeah, I guess we're satisfied with what we have.
Not satisfied, but sleep, I guess.
knew it was coming.
So everyone goes to sleep, and you're woken up in the morning at 7 o'clock as the Gogorsky brothers kind of kind of shake you all up and say, "Okay, what?"
The shopkeeper stuck into the wagon.
Dreams of Minnesota.
One of the Gogorsky brothers says, "Okay, well, it seems like we are ready to head out. Is that okay with you all? I hope it is, because we should make good time."
Sure.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, it seems like last night when we were hanging out with the mayor, there was a complaint made against one of you.
Sully did it.
Way to rat me out. Give me my job, asshole.
Yes, well, I convinced the mayor that it was nothing more than method acting for our actor bard in the party, and I guess we kind of got that right.
Wait. What did you say? You cut out.
Method acting,
What about it?
that whatever happened was method acting, and he seemed to buy it.
Okay, sorry. Cut out for a bit.
It's on your end.
Yeah, sounds like you.
Nice.
Oh,
Anyways,
Yeah.
try not to
fishy face.
What?
try not to do that again.
No problem.
Domo arigato.
It's just
Oh.
method acting.
Really?
Anyways, and as he says, anyways, you hear whips crack, and the horses start to pull ahead.
Hello, can you hear me fine now?
Kind of.
And
A little bit. It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Ipa, when are you having to drop out?
as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, I will try and make this quick then, and then hopefully we can end at 8:30.
Yeah, I don't know if this would
My time.
would be a good part, or if we're gonna do some combat and then.
Yeah, it's gonna be some combat, and then we'll.
All right. So Kale just goes back to sleep, and because he was woken up, and just to be told that we're leaving.
Damn.
So yeah, Kale goes back to sleep, and you start heading off. For sake of time, about 2 hours later, you hear from the roof, "Oh, Mamma Mia! No!"
Oh, God. I'm so glad that Alfredo and Linguini are D&D Mario Brothers.
As Alfredo kind of yells down and says, "There are gnolls coming towards us on the horseback. That is not good."
No.
Kale wakes up, and I guess I check to see where these gnolls are. Oops.
So the
I
Gogorsky
accidentally
brothers.
grabbed
The Gogorsky brothers set to, trying to open all of the windows to give y'all a good window for fighting these gnolls. Let me do some erasing here.
Does Kale wear armor?
Kale wears like a leather chest piece.
I'm gonna be back real quick. I need a bathroom break.
Okay.
It's sort of like a paladin in training gear.
Like steward.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Do you have the cute little hat?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a hat, but he does have a cute little scarf.
Oh. Nice.
Ah, what a beautiful horse.
Oh, I can't see it.
They're basically knives with ball handles.
Oh, wow. Does no one have poosh?
I don't have poosh.
Poosh?
They look like salamanders now.
Gotta get you some poosh.
Sure.
Poosh.
And they also have stingers now.
What?
Yeah.
Are we fighting the gnolls or the horses?
You are not fighting the salamander bee horses.
They fight with us.
Yeah, they fight mentally.
With each other. It's a
Yeah.
constant struggle with their life.
Pretty much. Let's see, what animal? That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, they don't want to share space.
No, they're like I said, they're constantly mentally fighting each other.
Boop. That one seemed to have lost a battle.
And
Twilight Zone music.
Oh, the other one's winning now. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. Thankfully. Let me get some Knoll. Oh, there's a Knoll's chest. Let's pull some
Neat.
Knolls out of the Knoll's chest.
Wow.
That is not a Knoll.
That is
Nolarama.
that is definitely not a knoll.
This is closer.
That's
to
a big. Now it's becoming a knoll.
What was the first
Oh,
thing?
I like that one.
A lycanthrope.
Oh. Yeah. Definitely not a gnoll.
Why has this Knoll been up here?
Search it.
Push it, move it, make it
Knoll it.
faster, null it,
Technologic.
null it, null it. Oh, I like that null. Wow, we're basically just like getting personas.
Is that Nolly enough to be in the Knoll Club?
No one knolls.
Damn.
yeah.
And as they start to open the blinds and open the windows, they're like, no, it might be best if you fight on the roof. I'm sure the Knolls will accommodate you.
Oh man, roof battle.
Oh, jeez.
Is it moving?
Is that
It
Alfredo?
is moving. Alfredo is being played by Limp Bizkit currently.
Oh no! Thought we were done with him.
So everyone roll for initiative, as for whatever reason the Knolls are like, hey, we're gonna fight you up there. So they hop off their horses, which are following in suit
They get off their high horse.
on the sides of the wagon.
Kale rolled a 2. For once, I'm not first on the top of the order. Thank God.
17.
18.
Oh, wow. All right, then.
17, 18 for Bell.
Yep.
17 for Bakmata.
13.
Okay, so it seems like the Gnolls are first to go, as this one kind of engages and kind of rushes in. This one does too, if you'll let me. This one does too.
Wow, they had really good rolls then.
Yes, they did. So these two are going to go for Bell as they brandish. I should turn on the light so I can see my notes. Oh, that's not a light. That's a light. Oh. Eep. Eep. Oh, okay. We'll just leave that one. Not a big deal. So the first Gnoll, the first two Gnolls, pull out spears, two-handing them, and both jab for Bell, trying to knock her off and incapacitate her, so they can quickly get to the driver and end the chase. The first Gnoll is going to run his spear forward for a total of 19. Does that hit?
Hits.
Okay. The second Gnoll runs his spear for a total of 14.
Hits.
Oh no.
Does that hit? Okay, both hit. As the spears do a combined total of 13 damage. The Gnolls, which, if you're not familiar with a Gnoll, you are now, as you just see what looks like very dirty, what are they called? What are the things from the Lion King movie that, like, hyenas? They look like very dirty hyenas with, like, matted fur and bulging eyes and just misformed faces, saliva, which is very acidic, dripping from the corners of their mouth, and just looking very upset and very ready for blood, which they seem to get as their spears push into you, dealing 13 damage. And you're a little unsteadied as you hold yourself up and brace yourself for the impact of their blows. The other Gnoll is going to stab forward and go for Bakmata. Curving, kind of shoving his spear in between both Sully and Bell. His taste for animal flesh apparently winning out, as he has a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Dang.
And does 6 damage as he pierces through what little armor you have with his spear.
Ouchies.
It is then going to go to Bell.
Alright. She's, kind of breathing hard, bleeding pretty bad. Still on her feet. She's just gonna, like, scream and go into a rage. And swing as hard as she can with her bell at the one in front of her.
Go ahead.
23.
23 does in fact hit.
Uh, 8 damage.
8 damage as the bell strikes him upon pretty much his maw, and he coils back, letting out a howl, and kind of his acidic saliva spilling everywhere. You see his face kind of twist more than usual, and his eye bulges out a little more than it normally was before. His ear ringing, and it seems like his whole body could fall apart at any second as he howls again, looking more bloodthirsty than he was before.
She's going to stand her ground.
Okay. It is now Bakhmata's turn.
I'm standing next to Belle, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You are also standing diagonally away from a baddie.
Within attack range, though?
Within attack range, yes.
Okay. I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okie dokie.
Oh no, there's 4 of them now.
The 3 of you watch as Bakhmata's scales slowly begin to gain fur, and his body hunches over, his hands eventually going to the ground. And what seems almost instantaneous, all of his scales are now gone, his frills are gone, and instead just tufts and tufts of fur. The same violent teeth existing, though, on both forms.
Man, lizards are weird.
Yeah, they sure are.
I'm going to bite the adjacent knoll.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an 18.
Do you have pack tactics?
I do. I'm rolling again. See if the next one's better. It's the exact same, because Momo is Momo.
Yeah.
So 18?
18 does in fact hit.
So that is going to be 10 damage.
Okay.
Also, need a strength save.
Okie dokie. My dice are over here. That is going to be a 12.
Does not save. You are not prone. Well, you aren't, but that knoll is.
Right. As you bite at it, it kind of staggers backward, and it's knocked kind of prone, but only because it's pushed so far backward that it has to cling on to the side of the wagon. Its legs kind of dangling down onto the air below it.
Dope.
And Sully?
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the one in front of Belle,
Okie dokie.
and it has to make a Wisdom saving throw first.
Okie dokie. Right, my dice are over here. That is going to be a 12.
Does not save. That is... Oof. That's 12 damage, and it has to run as far away from me as possible.
Does it matter if that would harm it?
Would falling off of the cart harm it?
Yes.
Okay, then it just moves to the back of the cart.
Okay. when it's turn, it will run away from you. As for whatever reason, you see it just look at you, and its eye kind of pops out, and it starts just screaming and kind of falls back on its butt and starts to try and scoot away from you. Whatever it perceives you or what you're doing to be, it's extremely scared.
Awesome.
As it then goes to Kay.
Is Kale close enough to reach Bell from where he's standing?
No, but Kale could kind of squeeze in there, using probably 10 feet of movement, and then would have to use 10 feet of movement to get back, or 5 feet of movement to get into this space right here and be engaged in combat.
Kale's gonna squeeze in and out and cast Cure Wounds on Bell.
Okay.
So that's 1d8 plus my spell casting modifier. So I got a 6 plus 3 is 9 total. Kale pulls out his ornate looking paring knife towards Bell, just taps her with the blunt side of it and says, you gotta stay in there, Bell. You got this. And he squeezes back.
You said that was 9?
9.
Thanks, kid. I owe you one.
And that's it for me.
Okie dokie. You all are ready to face the onslaught again. When you see the hands that are gripping onto the side kind of just let go all of a sudden, and you feel a huge bump as you assumably run over the knoll. And as you start to get further and further away, you kind of just see a knoll with track marks over its stomach, bleeding out. That's a big marinara! Oh no!
Tank.
And then their turn starts. As this one continues to scoot away on his butt, that's going to trigger an attack of opportunity from Bell.
Nice. How does that work?
You make an attack.
Opportunistically.
Oh, like right now, or do I have to wait till my turn?
Right now.
No, right now.
Nice.
It's as a reaction. So what you could do, if you wanted to, if you really thought like, wow, I have another reaction that I really want to do and I don't want to waste my reaction, you could let him get away. But I would recommend you use the reaction.
Yeah, I'll use it. Really? I don't have advantage, do I?
No, you do. No, you don't.
Damn it. Well, that was a 1.
Okay.
6, but
Yeah.
Right.
You go to hit him, but instead you just ring your bell.
yeah.
That's it. And everyone kind of looks over you like, what? Yeah, better things that you could be doing right now.
Don't.
But that's the extent of that. As he successfully gets away, and you see him kind of drop his spear overboard as it kind of clanks onto the ground, and the noise gets softer as you gain distance on the spear. He pulls the longbow off his back, and while still prone, he looks at the source of his horror and tries to stop it by letting loose a longbow arrow at the face of Sully, the Master of Whispers. So, not my dice again. That's my dice again. That is going to be a total of 12 to hit. Does that hit?
Nope.
It seems like he is shaking way too much as the arrow flies high and launches way over. A little too close for comfort for Alfredo, who kind of yells, "Mamma mia!" But yeah. The other one is going to continue trying to stab at Bell and will lunge forward with his spear for a total of 12. Misses as he goes for the Raging Bell, who has angrily calmed herself with the ringing of a bell. And she just dodges out of the way.
Calming rage.
It's like a fidget spinner, but
It's a bell. And that ends the turn of the gnolls. So, Bell, it is your turn.
Does the one that just tried to attack me, it's got its spear still, right?
Correct.
Can she try to, pull it out of his hands?
You can, in fact, try to disarm him. I believe you make an attack roll, and then afterwards there's a strength check between the two of you.
Okay.
Or it may just be a strength check. I'm going to say for right now, because it would be too long to just look at the rolls, just a strength check between the two of you.
Alright, well, I have advantage on strength checks, so that's good.
It sure looks good for you. And it looks even better that he rolled a 8 total.
That's 12 altogether. Wait, it's just a straight up,
Strength check?
plus my strength, yeah, so.
12?
I had a
What?
it's a 10. I had a 7 on the 20. I accidentally was hovering over it again.
Oh, so your total after advantage was 10?
Yep.
Okay. Despite a less than usual show of strength from Bell, you still managed to wrest the spear out of his hand. And what are you going to do with it?
Well, she kind of wants to snap it in half and throw it over, like throw it off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I can't do the breaking thing, just throw it off.
What you could do, and what would probably work pretty well, is if you tried to throw it under the wheel, which would probably snap it in half.
Yeah, she's gonna do that then.
You expertly toss it under the wheel, and it snaps. As not the wheel, by the way, the spear. As you continue to gain distance on the snapped spear. And is that on your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Bakamata.
Okay. So one down. I'm gonna move over to the one that she pulled the spear from. Presumably, he's closer than the other one, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And I'm gonna bite him.
Okay,
Little bite or
you go ahead and you try to take a bite out of Null.
Yes, I do. Okay, going up to 16.
Okay.
That'll be a 21.
21 to hit. You hit.
Okay. So that'll be 7 damage and strength save.
Righto. You bite into mangy, blood-stained, matted blood fur.
Blood or blood.
Blood fur. For blood.
So much blood.
As when you take out a chunk, you do so with such force that you knock him to the floor.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
Dang. Cool.
And you said that was 7 damage?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. It then goes to Soul.
Mamma mia.
Wait, so where would Black Mata be?
Okay.
Bakhmata is where Bakhmata... Oh, right. Bakhmata would have to move forward. So Bakhmata is right here.
Bakhmata is
Okay.
wherever Bakhmata wants to be.
Damn straight.
In the bushes.
Black Ma's a big spoopy wolf. Don't question him.
I forgot he was a wolf.
Yeah, that's right. Too.
Well, I can't get at any of them with melee weapon.
But you can with a spell. Or a cantrip.
Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery at the one that tried to shoot me. I'm gonna be like, "Wow, that was a really bad shot, dumbass."
That's okay. You just say, "Wow, that was a really bad shot, dumbass,"
And then a whole lot of other insults.
and then a whole lot of other insults. You know what? You succeeded.
Okay, that's 4 damage.
I feel like you put in enough effort there. That was really in character, and really probably going to be one of the things that I remember most about this particular session. That I'll just say, hey, yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Savage. I think the DM had a more vicious mockery.
Guess I just. How much damage do I take?
Let's just say that's tracked elsewhere.
Well, that's 4 damage to the.
4 damage.
Wow.
4 damage to the knoll that you viciously attacked earlier with such a strong spell. He screams out and he says, "I never wanted this life!" As he rolls under the wheel and then dies.
Oh, mama!
So yeah, that's is that the end of your turn, Sully?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okie dokie. Kale, it's your turn.
I've been the smartest knoll
Kale
ever.
will reposition himself to get kind of an angle. And, well, I don't think I should use any fire spells, but I have this! And he pulls out his dart. And he's gonna try and attack with that.
Okay. Use the. Do you have like a?
I don't
think
know. I just know I
it's-
have a dart.
Right. It's the same as your light crossbow. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
For attack at least.
We'll just go with that then and say I don't have a dart anymore afterwards.
Wait, you
Okay.
can pick it back up.
Oh, I can? Alright. But,
Oh yeah.
I mean, if
So
this...
it's the same. It's the same attack
Uh-huh.
modifier as the light crossbow, but
Okay.
the damage instead is going to be a D4 plus your dexterity.
All right. It says hit 1d8 plus 2.
For the attack modifier, like what you add to your dice when you roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your attack bonus.
Yeah.
It's the same.
That's the same, but the damage is less.
Or
So
my,
the plus, what'd you say, +2? That's the same.
my attack is 7 total.
You rolled something and then you added something.
I rolled a 5, added 2.
Okay. You throw the dart, and the dart hits him, but the dart kind of shatters.
Great. Good.
Well, you don't have one anymore.
And now, I'm not going to say that this was Bakhmata's fault, because as you threw the dart, it kind of twisted, and the dart kind of hit him sideways, where I guess the bone dart was probably the weakest, and then it just shattered in half and
Yep.
broke in two.
Now thinking about it, 1d8 plus 2, maximum would be 10, which would not, I imagine, beat out most armor classes. Am I
That's
doing this
the-
right?
I think that would be your damage roll. Would be a 1d8.
Y-
Why does
Yeah.
why does it say hit?
That's when you hit.
If you
That's what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I screwed the pooch.
If you
Okay.
go to the
I
start
would prefer
tab,
you not screw pooches during the session, but
I blew the pooch.
oh,
ew. If you go to the start tab, you can
Alright.
can see what it says. It says attack bonus,
Got
and
my-
that's what you would add to a
got my
d20.
dart back.
it would be
Oh.
a +4.
Oh, okay.
So it's whatever you.
I was looking
roll
for the
plus
dice
4.
roll, and I'm confused. Jesus.
So roll
Let's just
a
say
d20.
Yeah, I gotta.
Roll a d20 and then add 4.
18. That sounds a lot better.
That's what.
And I guess keep the 7
18,
for the
okay.
hit.
That would be way more than you'd be able to do.
Yeah, it's a d4 plus
What do you
2.
mean a D4? Oh,
This is a dart. It's not a crossbow.
why does it say D8 on my?
Because you're
character
looking at the
summary?
crossbow.
No, I'm looking at the. Oh,
You have a light crossbow, yeah.
I am a light crossbow.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
It's okay.
D4. Roll the 3 plus 2. 5.
5 damage. You throw a dart and it goes in the eye of one of the eyes of the gnoll, which pops. And he goes, "Uh-oh, Honey's not going to be happy about that one.
The crowd laughs.
Honey's my wife.
No one cares.
Is he
My wife
speaking
isn't
common?
going to be." Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "My wife isn't going to be happy about this."
Oh
That's-
gosh, I'm
that
really
was-
sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Can I get that back though?
Oh, well, you'll get it back one way or another as it becomes his turn. And he takes out the dart. And he goes to throw it back at you.
Who's teaching these gnolls English or common?
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh.
Great.
Thank you. I'll use my own inspiration here. It didn't help me, so I'll use the first roll. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Just barely doesn't. I have a 15.
Okie dokie. He throws it, and it gets stuck in your armor. But it gets stuck in your armor. And he
Thanks.
goes, "Oh, yeah, you're welcome. That's what I meant to do, huh? Yeah, that is." And that's his turn.
So it goes back to Bill.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe I can knock him off. Does an 11 hit? I mean,
An 11 does not hit.
rip. Well, she tried to swing her bell at him.
She tried, and he kind of sidestepped it. And he said, uh-oh, looks like someone's missing class today. Because the bell you missed.
How does he know her name?
What? No, she's swinging a bell.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the only way she remembers her name.
That's why my wife told me I should never become a comedian. Oh, okay. Bakamata, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go try to bite him. 'Cause
Okay.
That's what wolves do.
Yeah, true. They also shit.
They do. Drool a little bit too, I think.
I'm not cleaning that up.
I'll look it up later.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay, so we're gonna go with that one, which is 16.
16 hits.
Awesome. So 6 damage and strength check.
Okie dokie. I believe he's already prone.
Oh, is he really?
Oh, wait, no, he probably would have gotten up.
I mean, if he maybe
Yeah, I think he did it.
he must have because he threw
made a
that dart
joke
without
about- He made a joke about getting up in the morning that no one
Right.
laughed about.
Mhm.
He failed, and he got down, and he's like, "You sure knocked the wind out of me." I don't appreciate you mocking me.
Oh shit! That's my turn.
Sully?
Everyone gets advantage.
Can I move up here?
It would take your entire turn, but yeah.
Would it? But,
Yeah. I mean, it would take your entire movement, sorry.
Oh. Well, then I'll do that.
Okie dokie.
And I'll slash at him.
Okay. Are you gonna slash with the rapier, or are you gonna stab?
Well,
I thought-
okay, sorry. Wrong words. I'm gonna use.
I mean, no. I mean, it's important. You can slash at him if you want.
I'll leave it up to the imagination of everybody.
I mean, one ends with your rapier being broken, and the other one ends with your rapier still being intact.
I vote the one that ends broken.
Fuck you! I'm gonna stab at him.
I didn't hear that. You just said "fuck you."
I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna use
Okay.
the rapier as it should be used.
Perfect. Sounds great.
I mean, you could slash with a rapier.
Jesus. No.
Stab him in the
Just-
family jewels.
It just wouldn't be very effective at cutting through armor.
Get his other eye.
So I guess an 11 doesn't hit him.
You have advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's
right.
down on the ground.
That's what
You're
you said.
you're poking a prone enemy.
Okay, well, that doesn't hit him either, so.
Prone wolf.
You stab at him, and he says, "A prone wolf."
That's what he says.
Because he didn't
Yeah.
want any comeuppance for the vicious mockeries.
That wasn't against him.
Oh, yes.
So Kale, it is your turn now, I assume. Unless
Okay.
Sully has more things.
Nope, I'm good.
I'm just gonna throw the dart again. Aim for the other eye.
Okie dokie. You have advantage.
Okay.
Plus you're adding a 4,
Yeah.
so
So,
pretty good odds.
19 total for hitting.
You hit.
And damage, it is 1d4 plus 2. So that's 4 total for damage.
4 total. You throw it at his other eye. And as he sees it coming, he says, fuck. As it hits his eye. And he stumbles backwards over the side of the cart and dies.
He stumbles from a prone position? Does he have back legs?
He tumbles.
Oh.
From the
He
pain.
gets up and falls down again.
He's actually a starfish, and his back is covered in millions of legs.
Oh.
Today I learned. But yeah. Either way, he's dead, and the dirt is gone with him.
Oh no.
Oh,
No!
As you drive away from the bodies.
you seem to be really good with darts, so I'm gonna give my other dart to Kale too.
Oh, cool! Dart!
And with that, we'll end the session.
Woo! We solved
Good
your
one.
null cart puzzle.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to be able to solve that one.
Overthinking.
Hmm.
That was rough.